All right, good morning, everybody. Let's talk about what's going on today. Yesterday, we were talking about um, how um, we had mapped out our swings, and swing low confirms a swing high. And yesterday, I got caught up on this whole thing. I was putting my orders right down in here for the move, and I got stopped out. Market's moving really slow right now because of the holidays. People aren't back to business. So, although there is movement, it's not as busy as we'd like. Um, so I only made one trade. I got stopped out. So I just closed up my shop and just watched. No big deal. Today will be a new day, and we'll be able to go from here. So I map out my swings, right? Price swings, the flow over time. Now, oftentimes I use this area as the kill zone, which I did yesterday. And when I came in here doing my analysis, um, I I don't like to counter trend trade. I don't mind doing it. I just don't like to do it. Just I've lost too many times and I get caught up. Um, so I typically try and stay away from that. Excuse me. So as I measure out my impulse legs, impulse takes out the high, and I go through my shelf, right? Shelf here. It breaks, but it doesn't continue. This is early in the morning here, so I'm not trading. I'm really waiting till about 7 o'clock here for the market to really, rebalance itself, do its thing. I like to trade between about 7 and 10 as a general rule, which I break. Not written in stone, but this is my pocket, and it just keeps me. One of the things that I've learned over time is that I've made a lot of money trading, and I've lost a lot of money trading. And if I could get rid of those losers, I would have a lot more money. And so to help me keep those losers off my balance, my books, I trade less. I try and do 3 trades a day. I have a goal of 1 to 3% that I'm trying to hit on my for my daily, compounding. And then if I can hit that goal within the first 1 or 2 trades, then I'm done. There's no reason for me to continue. I'll just give it back. Um, and if I'm a loser, and then that last trade, um, excuse me, I'm trying to then minimize my damage. Can I cut my losses in half? Can I make my money back? Whatever. That's, and I'm not thinking that, but I mean, that's kind of what's going on in the background. And I don't want to lose. Nobody likes to lose. So, but anything more than that, I end up getting frustrated, and I will lose more money. So I've learned to just, about 3 trades is all I need a day to make this business work. I have a friend that does like 20 trades a day because he's doing an entirely different system, where he's taking every tick as it comes off. And he kind of sees it as one trade, but it's 10 to 20 individual trades that he's making. Anyhow, so as we were talking yesterday, prices come off. It didn't take out the high, didn't make the new high. Comes back down and starts making new lower lows, right? So we have an impulse down with a short pullback. Impulse down with a short pullback. And I switched to the 2000 chart because I was having trouble seeing, um, I was leaning on this kill zone, these sellers or these buyers here, hiding behind this box is what my intention was. And for the most part, it kind of worked. But really, as I say, buy the line. It was that line that you wanted to buy with a stop down here. If I would have bought that line there, the stop down here, I would be in a much better position today. So that's how you learn. Um, Wrong box. So that just tells me that the whole swing is actually this. It's not those two little things. Here I am already getting too many pieces of the puzzle. So it's this is the swing that I'm looking at. So when I look for my next target, I'm looking for something that's going to be about yay high, which will put me right about there. And that's still, 40 ticks, I only need 10 to 20 ticks a day. So we'll have some opportunity. Today is a Fed day too. Um, boom, boom, boom. We have uh, manufacturing coming out, job openings coming out, and then Fed meeting minutes will come out. So um, I'm usually done by I'm done by 10, so it doesn't really impact me all that much. But I can tell that the market is slowing down. It's like that coil in there. It just kind of has this feel to it. But again, this is something for me to learn from. This is something for you to learn from. Um, just keep following those impulse legs, and you'll be fine. There's your impulse down there, your impulse down there. Impulse stops. Impulse goes up. Impulse goes up. Impulse goes up. And impulse goes. And this is all you need to do every day, guys. This is not that hard to do. You can see these impulse legs going up, and then all you have to do from there. And I was curious. I was in here, so I got stopped out. So this is what I did. I leaned on this right here. I got in. Where did I get in? I think I got in like around here somewhere. I think that's what I got in. So my price started taking off. It was something like this. This is kind of what I was thinking, right? And this is not uncommon. For price to bounce off this line and go. So it started working its way up. I wanted a small little pullback. So I oftentimes will look for a measured move. And, within this whole thing here, price had come up. Yeah, I remember these things right here. Price had made this little thing here. And actually, I think it was closer to like this right here. And so I started making money. And I didn't uh, manage it. I don't know. I condensed my risk to about here, and then to just to stay behind this line because I know price oftentimes will come back, and as it pulled back, I got stopped out right down here. I didn't want to go right up underneath it too quick. And I don't know what exactly I was thinking, but I was kind of just holding back a little bit more because I know it's a turn, and turns can be kind of weird. But for the most part, I like to just hide behind these pivots so that I minimize my risk, and then I if it doesn't work out, then that's it. It doesn't work out. So um, I I had to sit through all this, and then it occurred to me that this was starting to go down, and then I was just kind of in watch mode because I wasn't sure about this whole thing in here, and when I started looking at it, I said, okay, I was on the wrong side. So what can I do here? And I just, that's kind of where you want to see this get beat. Maybe this whole thing. Where did it get? And it launched from there. See it pop up there, hard down, boom, and then it just kind of kept. I don't know how to describe it. I was waiting for like this thing to happen here. And then here I am at like 10 o'clock, 11:30. I see this go off. I draw my line. And I was actually out of the house and I had my laptop with me and I had almost no power. And I didn't want to buy something, That's kind of what I was thinking. I didn't want to buy something. The market was going to close, so I was just like, whatever, I'm done. I missed my shot, which was fine. It wasn't a big, I don't trade a lot of money to, I'm transactional, so I want to do a lot of trades over time to make my system work. I'm not getting rich tomorrow, and I'm not going to lose my money tomorrow, so it's really no big deal. So today, I'm eyeballing this whole thing up. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. Market's going to open in a half an hour. I like to map out my swings, kind of just get myself comfortable with the market. Just, remind myself that the market swings, flow over time. This is, kind of come out like that. Impulsed up, hold back, impulsed up, hold back, impulsed up. See, it's just waves. It's just, and all you're doing is trying to find these pullbacks. So all you have to do is find these impulse legs. Like I said, go up there, look for the shelf, and your entry is right behind the wash. Pop. Impulse up, shelf up there, up, pulse up, shelf, up. We make this business so much harder than it needs to be. So the lesson really is to make sure you map out your market, look for your impulse legs, your shelf, your pop, and then how you can get in behind it. See, I could even say I could get in behind there. And just be ready to write it out. If it takes out the new high, take your money. If you want to scalp a few ticks, that's fine. But if you're gonna, buy this thing here, your stop needs to be below here, and you would be out right now. You would have been in first thing in the morning, or something like that. All right, guys, have a great day and go make some money.